If you say so.
I do say so. I also say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and squirrels, welcome to one of the many podcasts on planet dang Earth where we review anything and everything that's on Joey's stupid arbitrary list of comic book movies and related things. This is Rundown Reviews, brought to you by the Comic Book Rundown.
That's my show again.
I haven't said that in a while, have I? Wow.
Am I dead to you again? What's going on with that?
I don't know how to do it. I, of course, am the guy who did this introduction. I am Chiak. Welcome. Are we on YouTube officially? Is this the first
We're on
official
YouTube now. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations. The four
Oh
people that
man,
are gonna
I'd have
watch
worn
this.
a shirt if I'd have known we were on YouTube.
I like
literally
that,
told
that
you
you're
guys
just
like
that
a
pale
week
white
ago.
and nobody realized it.
Oh no, I've got a white beater on.
It's actually called a girl respecter now. Okay.
It's actually called an A shirt, but I mean, nobody
It's
knows
not.
what the hell I'm talking about
It's
when I
not.
call
It's
it
called
an
a
A shirt.
girlfriend respecter. Okay. I expect you to use the correct terminology. All right. We're on YouTube now. And of
But see,
course,
you can
we
tell
are
because
joined.
my tattoos don't show up with it on. See, so
Do you just draw that on every day? Is that what we do?
fuck yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
thought
what I
that's
do.
what a tattoo was.
Yeah, I draw it on every day. That's what I do. Of course, I'm
Love
joined
it.
by the CEO, editor-in-chief, Supreme Ruler, and Reptilian Overlord of the Comic Book Rundown, Joseph Janero.
Damn.
Listen, my brain is operating at maybe 30%. Am I
Oh,
pitchy?
Chuck,
Wait,
Sorry.
30% of
I'm-
normal or 30% of normal for you?
No, percent. I don't even know. Honestly, we're pushing the limits of 30%. Honestly, whatever.
Chuck, I'm right there with you. I have been go with recordings, watching, reading since like Thursday. This is tomorrow should be my first day of not doing anything.
This was
Like,
your decision.
podcasting
I'd
wise.
like to point out.
Oh,
you
no,
chose
I
us
know.
to do this.
I know.
Okay.
I've
I'm just making sure.
also picked. We're recording this in October, and apparently I decided to do a shit ton of Patreon stuff on my other podcast for the another network. And
Yeah, that was dumb.
That's a daily thing. I know. It was very dumb, but I'm committed.
Joey's like, hey, I have so much podcasting to do. You know what I should do?
More
Add
podcasting.
more podcasting.
The thing is, so it's what I call 30 plus days of Halloween, where I watch Halloween/horror movies for 30 days and like the final week of September, and then I record something about it over at the GUA Patreon. And I loved it. Last year, GUA Network, sorry, Geek Ultimate Alliance Network. Last year I did it, but I started in like beginning of September. I had plenty of time. Most of my stuff was fun.
Why?
Yes, it was. Like mid-September before October even hit. And that was great. And then this year, I'm like, I'm going to do it again. Hey, look, I might be on strike soon. I'll have plenty of time then. And I'm still working. Never went on strike.
So what you're saying is
I overloaded myself, is what I'm saying.
Allegedly burn down the establishment so you can have a day off?
I mean, I'm not going to say to do that. But
yeah, we're definitely not advocating that. Ron.
All right, so here it is, guys. If you are true fans of the Comic Book Rundown,
that's true.
You will help us burn down the establishment.
Burn it right
out with the geriatrics. Come on,
100%.
And the rich. Fuck the rich too. And I'm talking 100%. About actual rich, not like, oh, I've got $40,000. Fuck you. I'm talking about actual rich people where they're banking over $500 million and they need to have their dicks cut off.
And we're demonetized. Shout out to YouTube.
Ha, joke's on you. We never make money on this fucker anyways.
That is true.
That's true. Shout out to our Patreon, patreon.com/professionalcasual. Those $1 get access to that high Discord. You know, there's a free one. There's a free Discord. It's called the Filthy Casuals. Wow, I think stupid.
I think you told us about that a while ago.
Don't sign up for that. What you need to sign up for is the 301 tier, specifically because that supports our show here at the Professional Casual Network. Of course, we are in. Do they own us? Is that what happens, and we just don't see anything? That's concerning. We should go on strike for sure.
Technically, I don't know.
I think it's a partnership.
I don't think anybody actually has signed up for the 301 tier yet. So that's
probably true.
If I'm correct, I don't think they can own us until somebody does. And then they start actually paying us.
And we never signed anything, so that's fine.
I mean, I forged you guys' signatures, but that's besides the point.
Ha,
I'm really
that's
happy there's
fine.
a fly in this room. Anyway,
There's one over here too.
Ron's
so
here. Also, Ron, you're here too. Now I can finish my introduction. This
5
week,
minutes and I get introduced. Thanks.
Hey,
to be fair, you cut me off. So
Hey, to be fair, I normally don't get introduced. You guys just continue on. So
that's
That is
I
true.
try to always remember. I do slide it in there under my breath sometimes.
gotta slide this in under your breath.
If only.
there goes our. They're demonetized again. All right.
No, that
Hey,
was
look.
ambiguous. That was ambiguous enough.
Exactly.
That could mean anything. Okay.
Okay.
Like I could have
real
been talking
quick.
about this Ultra Monster,
Mhm.
right? Not a sponsor.
Now we're demonetized. Now we got copyright. That's a strike. Yep.
Damn it.
Before we get started,
Okay.
we watched Men in Black 2
That's getting started.
From 2002.
from 2002. I never got to watch Men in Black 1, so I watched Men in Black 1 and then I watched Men in Black 2.
Yes.
So I would like my score for Men in Black 1 to be factored into the average, please.
Well,
I don't know
Joe-
what jabroni you had come on in my place for that show.
I think it
Disrespect.
was just Joe and I actually.
No, it was.
No, there was a third.
It was Dakota,
Who's
and
Dakota?
then my friend from the gym.
Sounds made up. I don't think there's
Years
anybody
ago.
else on there with
You
us.
don't have friends, Joey. What are you talking about?
No, I just stopped
Hey.
going to the gym.
Ron, first off, we are contractually obligated to be here. Okay, we're not actual friends.
I told
know
you
what
I
mean?
never signed anything.
And I told
That's
you
what
I
you
forged
know.
your signature.
I do all this pro bono, man. I think that's not true. I did get a mic / camera and a computer, so I actually get paid better than anybody on this network. I think.
That's actually very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very true. He still owes
And-
me. He still owes me like $4. So from that one movie I had to watch that I hated, that cost
Which
me
one? There's
$4.
been like 5 of them.
I don't know many of them.
Okay. So give us a quick rundown of Men in Black.
Men in Black
and your
1?
thoughts. Yeah.
Men in Black 1 is my 7th favorite movie of all time. It is 100% nostalgia, though I think it totally holds up.
It was still
is-
great. I'll agree.
100%.
It was stupid good. It had everything I want in a movie. It's action, it's comedy. It had a hot girl. It had a smart ass protagonist. The story was really good. All of the acting was like fantastic for what we were trying to do. I gave it a 9.4, I think. That's what I finally determined.
What was our score for it, Joey? I don't have that book in front of me.
So you
It's
would give it.
it's so good. It's so good.
It is really good. It's definitely better than this part 2. You had given it a 7. I gave it a 7.5. Dakota gave it a 6.2, which brought it to a 6.9.
Nice.
Waiting for that. So I'm going to do a quick math here, adding your score in. Nope, that's not right. 6.2 plus, you said 9.4 equals divided by 4. That brings it up to a 7.53.
Nice.
7.53, which will take it from spot number 20 to spot number 10. Moved up
Damn.
10 spaces. So that's not bad.
You can't hear that binging sound, can you? Sorry. I'm trying
No,
to
I
get
don't
it
hear
all
anything.
done. Okay, good.
I heard you hit your camera, and then I heard you hit your microphone trying to kill a fly. But other than that,
I never hit the microphone.
you just tapped
Okay.
your microphone.
That I was muting it. So I could figure out what the booping sound is. It's a whole booping sound.
Oh,
thing.
it's something
Sorry.
touching your nose. It just goes boop.
Yeah, if only. Here, YouTube, you can boop my nose. There you go. And I'll just see it. Okay. So now
So
that I
7.53. That's I like that score. Because
yeah,
that is a good, really good movie.
so we've talked about it plenty on this show, but there were summers where I'd just watch the same movie over and over and over again every day. Men in Black, the summer that was on VHS, was like the movie that I watched every day. I loved that movie so hard. It was just everything I wanted. Thought it was awesome. I thought it was funny. I loved Will Smith and
Tommy Lee Jones.
Thank you. I knew I was never going to get that. Tommy Lee Jones, like, dynamic was just, like, so good. I don't know. I love it. I love it so hard. Now we're
And then
talking
we
about
got
part
this.
2. Yeah.
Now, no, hear me out though. If this movie would have just been done like the little 10-minute intro movie that we got to watch, would have been fantastic. The little Twilight Zone.
Oh,
Start.
Mysteries of the something.
Mysteries in History? The pretty bad made up porn.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
I mean,
you
honestly,
can
probably.
find that on the hub. It does exist. So this is not as good. I still have a lot of nostalgia for it because I did force myself to love it so much when I was a kid, to the point where, like, I did like it. It is not as good as the first one.
It was disappointing.
I'm totally fine with saying that right now, but it's one specific thing that ruins it for me, and that's Johnny Knoxville. Going back and rewatching this, Johnny Knoxville is absolutely insufferable in this movie. He's not funny. None of his, like, parts have any point. What was the point of his character in this movie? Honestly,
there was none. There really
exactly.
He was there.
But
as
stop, because you guys are missing out on the bigger thing.
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead. No, say it.
There was no point in this whole movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Serena being like
we
half
got.
naked.
I do kind of want to dive into some plot stuff, because kind of in the very beginning, I'm not really sure I understand why hot older lady's character needed the light of Zarthon.
It was Serena was her name.
Yeah.
She was a Calarian or something like that. I can't remember what her race was. Cluthian.
She's some kind of plant.
Right. And they were going to take it to, if they got the light, it was going to destroy the Zarthonian galaxy or something.
So basically, it's the plot of the first movie where the bug was trying to get the galaxy from Orion's belt, except worse.
Here's the thing I didn't understand. She needed to get the light of Zarthon to, like, destroy the planet, or to destroy something. But
yeah, her tiny little ship could destroy a planet with one little zap.
But the entire opening scene is her going around literally nuking. Which, Joey, by the way, that is one.
Oh no, I count them as one.
Okay.
By the time she actually came to Earth and killed Ben, the pizza owner, that was like 5. So she had destroyed like 4 planets.
Yeah. Those of you on YouTube who have never checked out our show before, we have a kill count, or an unalive count, depending on
unalive.
Unalive count on.
Wait, we can't say kill.
I don't think you say kill on YouTube. I could be wrong. I know you can't say kill on TikTok.
You can't say it on TikTok. You can't say die on TikTok, and I can't remember if those rules also carry over to YouTube or not.
I suppose we can't say things like fuck and shit and dick and cock and ass and cunt.
And there's the third time we got.
Yeah, you really can't say that last one, bud. You really can't say that. That will probably get us a strike, like, legit.
Yeah, the fucked up thing is maybe now I have to edit this out of the YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you can just hit the beep. Can't you just do the beep?
You can go in and chop it out. They'll
I can.
It. They'll flag
but
and
the
tell you.
The whole thing is I wanted to not edit the video. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate that. Jerk.
Yeah. Anyway, so she was just flying around, literally nuking these planets from orbit in the opening scene. So I'm a little kind of confused, unless her whole thing was like, I'm gonna do this as like total amount of disrespect. I'm gonna beat you with your own shoe theory. You know what I mean? Like, because there's nothing...
I guess, but we don't get any of that at all. We don't get any reason why she
needs it. We have to make more time for Johnny Knoxville's not funny jokes.
He's only in it for like 30 seconds.
No, he's not. He's in it for a lot of the movie.
Is he?
Was he killed off?
Or
he just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
He just disappears. He doesn't get killed.
Jackass 2 was coming out, so he had to go.
Which, honestly, that brings up a good question. There were so many celebrity cameos in this movie. They definitely pushed that harder for the second movie than they did on the first one.
Was that actually Michael Jackson?
That was actually
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. I thought for the longest time, I thought that was the
I thought.
lookalike that was going around. Nope, that was actually Michael Jackson.
Oh
And I'm like,
man!
what?
Talk about self-degradation. God damn.
Right? But I'm pretty certain, and I could be wrong because this wasn't in the IMDb, but when Jay gets out of the pizza parlor or is ready to go into the pizza parlor, and those two gets out of the subway, and those two Italian looking guys walk up, and he's like, Subway's closed. Were those two from The Sopranos?
I don't know. I've never seen The Sopranos.
Yes.
Okay, because those I didn't recognize them because I never watched Sopranos, but this came out in 2002 when The Sopranos was like in full swing. Like everybody talked about Sopranos. So like you had that, you had Michael Jackson, you had Martha Stewart on the screen at one point. You had
She's an agent. No, Martha Stewart's an agent in the first one. I'm pretty sure.
Right. I think she was on the screen.
I think that was supposed to be a callback.
Either way, but like they had like having cameos on the screen there is one thing. Having cameos throughout the whole movie.
I also might have a hot take on this, but I hate Frank, and I wish that he wasn't part of this movie.
You know, it's the same.
See,
Frank.
I love Frank. I'm a sucker for Frank.
I just find him annoying.
I didn't mind Frank on this viewing. The thing I found annoying was how many times that a joke just lingered. Like when they got flushed, and so like Jay is standing there holding his breath, and Kay looks at him like, "Oh, okay," and then he holds his breath as you see him getting flushed out of basically a toilet, and they come out of the tubes, and then Jay's just like, "Yeah, you guys, you'd always every Saturday night you'd be like." Jay, flush me,
Kay,
like,
flush me, Kay. And I'm like, no, man.
Like,
I thought that was fucking hilarious. Like that's where that's what I love is that the joke didn't stop.
That's because the joke never stuck is the problem.
But it was really funny. They just kept going. I love that. That's like Will Smith humor though, and I really appreciate it. That's all of his jokes. So is like the joke doesn't stop.
So like when he fell into the tubes, they're trying to save Laura, Rosario Dawson's character. Like he fell into the tubes and just like couldn't get out of the tubes as the thing's counting down. Like that. What? No. What?
I'd have fought tiny creepy robot men to get a piece of Rosario Dawson.
Very legitimately, I realized I messaged my partner as I'm watching this. Understand now why I'm so attracted to my partner because she looks like 2002 Rosario Dawson, which makes a lot of sense now. Nice. That's where a lot of it's coming from. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And then you Googled Rosario Dawson and forgot just how freaking much of a smoke show she is.
Yeah, see, I've never forgotten that.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, dude. Sin City be coming up too, won't it?
In a bit, I might move some stuff around for next year's, but yes, we will see her in Sin City.
Hot.
Yep.
So like fucking hot.
I love. Oh man, I hope that movie holds.
I'm excited for Sin City because I'll get a boob count.
Fair.
There was definitely a boob count in this. And a butt count. There's butt count.
She doesn't even have a butt though. It's like half a butt.
No, in the scene where at the mailroom, if you look in when he opens the machine's just like covered in pornography on the inside of the mail sorting machine where the alien dude is.
The dude that's sorting the mail?
Yeah, he has just like naked ladies all around him, and how this didn't get a higher rating is beyond me.
I missed that apparently. Yeah, of course, I was playing on my phone a lot while I was watching this. So
yeah, fair. See, that's what happens when you miss your boobs. I guess, yeah. I will say that the actor alien person in that looks identical to a dishwasher I used to have. So that was interesting.
8 arms and all.
I wish he may have been more productive. Would have been sweet.
If you guys would have kept him in a mailbox, he probably would have been more productive. I mean,
would have been nice. Yep. Would have been nice. I hate the worms. I would rather have Frank over the worms. I forgot how annoying the worms are.
That's
They
fair.
were fine in the first one because it
They
was just a
didn't-
quick bit.
Yeah, it was just a little bit.
Here they actually had extended scene, and then it's like, okay, cool. Hey, we're gonna be pervs, and hang all over Rosario Dawson. And then
Yeah.
when they go gung ho into MIB headquarters, and then they become scaredy cats all of a sudden, like you were like cocked and locked. Like, what? Why are you now?
Well, that
afraid
it doesn't
of...
make any sense they'd be afraid anyways, because we literally watched them get eviscerated earlier, and they just put themselves back together.
Yeah. So that's not great. Also, I don't know if you guys caught it this time, but there's a scene when Serena is talking to all of the captives, like that she let loose after she took over MIB. And then Jara, the weird alien ship guy for
Yeah, he's creepy.
aliens and whatever.
Trench coat. Yeah.
Yes. Like he comes up and starts talking, and then the next scene we see with her is with Zed in the office, and then the next scene after that is back down right where she was talking to Jara. So
I mean the
that was disappointing.
timelines don't line up. Like
No.
the sequence of events don't line up because at one point towards the end they have like literally minutes, and then she's acting like she's got all the time in the world. It was weird. Like Jara had just
Yeah.
finished the ship or
So-
whatever, and there was like an
Yeah.
hour left, and they were like under
They
like
had
5
59
minutes.
minutes to drive or to get her to finish up what was going on there, and then to drive all the way across New York
Yeah.
to
Which
get her
again
to the
happened
top
last
of the
time.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. That's a ding against this movie because whoever edited this movie did a terrible job editing.
So apparently, the chick that's the alien, though, Serena,
Uh-huh.
is a porn star,
Really?
or she's got a lot of porn out there. I mean, maybe she's not a porn star. Maybe she just does a lot of the softcore shit or something. But
That's a bonus for you, huh?
When
not really. I didn't find her all that attractive. But
See, I again also looked like a different partner I had for a while. So I'm starting to think I'm just attracted to anybody that was in this movie or anybody from 2002.
I will say
Which would make a lot of sense.
the goth girl at the
Cat
video
from the Mighty
store-
Ducks.
Yes.
Yep.
And I always had a thing for her. I thought she was
Still do.
freaking
Oh.
smoking. Yeah, 100%.
Which one? Oh, the one at the
video
In the
rental
movie store.
place?
Yeah.
See, she was like the one I like wasn't that into, but that's also because she was banging what's her nuts. That guy, he creeps me out.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like him.
That's fair.
I don't like him.
Yeah, that's actually really fair.
Speaking of banging, I'm pretty sure Nick Cannon, who was in this movie for all of 3 seconds, fucked that alien to death. That's why they were taking that giant tentacle alien across MIB.
Who?
Nick Cannon. You know, the guy who has like 80 kids with 80 different partners.
Is that why his name's Cannon?
Probably.
Oh, she's from Wayne's World, Ally McBeal. I knew she
Who?
looked familiar.
The Serena or
Yeah, Laura Flynn Boyle.
she was married.
Born March 24, 1970. Oh, she was in Twin Peaks. That's where everybody knows her from. That makes more sense. Are we gonna go scene by scene with this movie? Is that what we're gonna talk about? Because I've got some stuff.
We could jump around. I mean, we're really just kind of jumping around already. So what do you got?
Yo, she is a smoke show. Holy hell. She was really attractive. Good on Laura. I don't know.
How the
I just
fuck
really
did Agent F make it through the best of the best training? Like how they get into the fucking MIB in the first place?
F or T? You mean T?
Wasn't F the one that's Kronk? I
No,
can't
that's
think of his
T.
real
no,
name.
it is T.
That's T.
Oh,
He's T.
Patrick Warburton.
yeah.
I love
Like
him.
how the fuck did he
Love
make it
him.
through the Men in Black training where they decide like Will Smith had to fucking beat out 7 different dudes to get in there that were the best of the best of the best with honors?
Because in the first one, Will Smith is not the ideal candidate. They didn't want to pick him.
No, he absolutely is the ideal candidate because
No,
he's
he's
the only one
not.
that picked up on
No,
everything
he's
that's
not.
going on.
Zed did not want to hire him. Kay had to convince them he was a
100%.
good choice because he held his own against whatever the hell Parks was, creature after his name. Like he was
Cephalopod.
Is that what he was?
Sounds good.
That was like the whole thing.
He got it.
Is that he
But that's
was
so
not
true,
the typical
because
choice.
the little girl that had the physics books was the one that he blasted, which made sense because all the rest of them.
But everybody else in the
also-
group didn't.
He also
Exactly,
was
which made him
joking
the
about
best.
that. Well,
That made him the best. He was the only person that decided that moving the table over was better than trying to write in his egg, because that's a move for the best person to do.
I don't disagree with you, but it's also a government agency.
No, it's not. It's a quasi-government agency.
It still counts. It still has government in them. They still get funding.
I thought they got their funding from selling their
No, haven't you been watching any of the news lately? I mean, come on. Aliens are real, dude. What are you talking about? The government admits it.
Yeah, that's how we got microwaves and shit.
Actually, no. That was because Joey farted. And we just captured it.
That's terrifying.
Radiation.
Joey farts radiation.
That is... Okay, well,
hey,
next time
to be fair, I could have made a
islands.
lot worse comments.
I know you could have.
I'm trying to keep it clean for YouTube. You're welcome.
We're already demonetized like 5 times. Doesn't matter.
That was all him, not me. Well, okay, a little bit me.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. What did I say that could have possibly...
You didn't say anything because I don't have to cut that either. So stop.
I'm still trying to find these movies that you allegedly said she was in, but okay.
Yo, link. Hold on a second.
Anyway, it's very good. I like this movie, but it's not nearly as good as the first one. Anyway, continue.
One plot point, Ron and I was talking about this on Sunday at D&D. One plot point that makes no sense is the deneuralizer. That whole plot of if you're getting neuralized,
it's a MacGuffin.
Yeah, sure, but like, kind of defeats the whole purpose of the end of the first movie. You know.
I think it's designed to be that way, though. Like, the concept is supposed to be that way.
But also, the fact that they have a deneuralizer and that the plans leaked out on the internet means that they have thousands of people possibly that could be deneuralizing themselves and realizing everything that's ever happened to them.
Well, I don't know. Did you
great candidates for the Men in Black?
I would say, did you see that jank deneuralizer that what's his name had?
Yo, actually, straight up, Tony Shalhoub kills it in this movie.
Oh, yeah,
I forgot how funny he is, and like, because all I ever remember him from is Monk, and which like
Wings.
So I haven't watched Wings in like since I was very,
Wings.
very young, when it was on like USA AM or whatever it was.
That was the only thing that was ever on was USA, wasn't it?
Yeah, but like I only watched it like during the summers when I was home at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But I remember him. I never really liked Monk. I didn't like his Monk. He bothered me. He reminded me of a friend of that I had, and it just like I had enough of that. I didn't need more. But I remember him in 13 Ghosts season. I think.
Yeah.
He's the dad.
Yeah.
I like 13 Ghosts. I
love when I get to see Tony Shalhoub in something that isn't Monk, because he really gets to like act different. You know, you get to see other like acting chops from him, and I just forgot how funny he is in this movie. It's so good. He's great in the first one too, but like they give him more of a role in this. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shout out Tony Shalhoub.
I will say that they're in the IMDb that I thought this was kind of funny. In the Hungarian dub version, Elizabeth, the young girl at the post office, asking for the 20 Rugrats, stamps,
which never actually existed.
Okay, I believe it. Yeah, that's fair. The Hungarian dub they moved it to they translated it to South Park stamps because South Park was better known than the Rugrats in Hungary at the time. And in the German dub version, her line was redubbed to Pokemon stamps because Pokemon was better known at the time. I just thought that was a fun little.
That is interesting. I'm surprised Rugrats in 2002 was a big deal.
I mean, I don't think it ever really stopped being a big deal for a lot of people.
Child that age? No, the child that age would have known Rugrats in 2002. Would they? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Because it would have been like in syndication on Nickelodeon.
Would it have though?
It started in, according to IMDb, Rugrats started in 91.
Started in 1991, went on for 10 seasons, which would have put it in 2001. Wait, did Rugrats Take Paris come out in 2002? Yes.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So and that would have been
surged a little bit. But yeah, having
that
South Park,
that would have been Universal?
Rugrats? Paramount, I believe.
Was it Paramount?
Because Nickelodeon.
Is Men in Black Paramount? I'm trying to figure out if that was the tie-in.
Men in Black is... No, I don't think so.
Men in Black 2 was produced by... Let's see. Producer? I don't think I necessarily want producer. It's not, apparently it was on Peacock?
You did what on your what?
What, Men in Black 2?
It said that you could stream it on Peacock.
Seriously?
If I paid $4 to watch it, I'm going to be really bummed out. Because when I Googled it earlier, it said only on like, Amazon and somewhere else.
That was what I got too, was it was only on Amazon and you had to pay to rent it.
I mean, to be fair, I'm still for some reason in Yahoo. I have no idea why, but
I have the DVD, so that's how I watched it.
I mean, I technically have the DVD. It's just at Jessica's house, so.
Yeah, you said that.
Did you know that the movie I, Robot... The movie I, Robot in Mexico was called Yo Robot?
That's I, Robot in Spanish.
I know, but it's just funny that they called it Yo Robot.
That's actually pretty good.
That's funny. Yo Robot. That's funny. I forgot what I was looking up, but I don't see it here anyway. So it had $150 million budget.
This did?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it actually made money.
Oh yeah, it made $441.8 million.
Yeah, so.
And also just thought it was super weird. Danny Elfman did the music.
He did the music for the first one.
Yeah, that's why the music's so good.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just like, holy shit, the music's like really good in this movie. Like, it's like, oh, it's Danny Elfman. I was just surprised when it popped up on screen. What else is he famous for? Wow, he's creepy. He looks like Smeagol. Holy hell, what happened to him?
Who's that?
Danny Elfman.
Oh, well, he's just old.
He's got videos on through GQ apparently where he breaks down just different. Apparently he was on the Wednesdays show. Anyway. Interesting. Yeah, he was on Batman. He did all the Tim Burton music. That's interesting. Anyway,
so I just found this here. There exists an alternate death scene of Selena that seemingly was filmed but was never released on any home media outside of an official Men in Black 2 picture book adaptation. The scene in question has Selena giving Scrad, whatever, Johnny Knoxville, a protein detonator to destroy the MIB headquarters, only for him to later show up and use it to destroy the Selena, who had emerged with Jeff the Worm. Oh, who had merged with Jeff the Worm.
So they were trying to make Johnny Knoxville's character a hero-esque type of character then?
Well, he was already dumb, so I guess they can make him dumb and heroic.
A protein detonator?
I think he's supposed to be a.
Did I say
Yeah.
protein?
You said
Proton.
protein detonator, and I
Give
was
him a
like,
protein
I looked at Ron, and I was like, "You gonna do it, or am I gonna do
I
it?"
was-
And then,
I was told
and
I'm
then,
not
but
to
then
say
you said that they
anything 'cause we're on
fed it to
YouTube now.
they fed it to Jeffrey. I was like, I don't know, maybe it was a protein detonator. I don't know.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
Huh.
Fun little
Although,
thing.
I mean, to be fair, Laura Flynn Boyle was in this movie, so a protein detonator would make sense, apparently, according to Ron. So
I sent the link in the Facebook Messenger group.
You did, because I haven't got
I have not gotten it. Did you sure you sent it to us?
Ah, shit.
it.
Yeah, it just says it.
Anyway, what else do we have going on here? So we are
It
all
wouldn't let
agreed-
me send it. I think it's because of the where it was
Gotcha.
from.
Yeah, probably.
We are all in agreement that Laura was Kay's daughter, right? Like he
Yeah.
messed with,
They just
what's her
glance over that, and that's bullshit. Also, not really sure how that works because they don't.
He
Did
fucked
they
an
ever
alien.
show-
God.
Did they ever show
Sorry.
how did that work? Because she got blasted. No, I know how it works.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make the timeline make sense.
Okay, so that happened back in 1970, right?
something like that.
Okay.
Also, can I just say I appreciate that they didn't have technology back in 2002 to de-age Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, they dyed his hair.
Yeah, well, and they cut
Yeah.
it into like a
There's a wig, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, but anyway,
They didn't even try to use makeup to
be
like
fair,
get rid of his
no,
To be
wrinkles.
fair, this was 19. That would have been 1970.
something like that.
I mean, to be
68, I
fair,
think,
Tommy
or
Lee Jones
68.
probably looked like that in 1970. The man,
Well,
the man
no,
never ages. He just always looked old.
the maybe, but the problem is with the third movie when Jay goes back to 1969 or something like that.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the-
it's not
Like
good.
it's not. We'll get to it. I actually like the third one, but I'm a sucker for time travel shit. So that's just me.
But no, okay, so here's the question though. If Tommy Lee Jones and the Zarthonian princess banged it out in 68, right? Because that's when she landed there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Legitimately, I just Googled Tommy Lee Jones in the 70s. He looks exactly the same. Old ass face and everything.
Okay.
Like
But, okay.
holy hell, it's the same. Wait, can I do this? Can I do this?
That means that
Can I
when this
go-
movie came out,
can
Rosario
add it in.
Dawson's character was supposed to be in her 30s.
Can I get
In
this in?
2002. Because I think she was
Yeah.
supposed like 25, is what they said.
But
No?
what I'm saying is, 68 was when the light supposedly landed on the planet, when he banged it out with the alien.
The same. Literally the same. This is him in the 70s, and it's literally the same.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You also spelled Jones wrong, by the way.
Listen, I just typed it as quick as I could. All right, I was in.
That's John's.
Like, what the hell? I'm just fascinated. Also, found out how to share screens, so that's fun. That could
Yes.
bring us a lot of trouble, Joey. You should never let me do that.
I can easily
Actually,
remove it. It's fine.
If Ron figures it out, we're in real big trouble. Because Ron will have a live action boob count right here and just showing us every clip that he ever found.
All right, let's see how you do this. Oh, there's a little thing right here.
We're in
I'm
trouble.
pretty sure I'm the one that can add and remove, so it's really my discretion. But anyway,
Regardless, so her character is supposed to be in her 30s, according to the timeline.
I guess according to the timeline, yeah,
But
or late
when she's
20s.
talking to Ben in the pizza place, she sounds like she's just graduating high school or some shit.
I think college, honestly.
Okay, so regardless, she's in her early 20s to late, whatever. Like, the timeline doesn't add up.
But is the pizza guy? She's known him her entire life.
All of
That's
her
what she
life.
said. Right. So was he supposed to be the quasi father? Did she never have parents?
I think he was just her protector.
Yeah, he was just watching her.
Well, he was
like
her protector. Yeah, as far as the parent thing, maybe not.
No, Kay was a
Because
useless piece of shit.
Essentially, yeah, because Kay never helps, is never around because he's part of Men in Black, and the mom gets
He'd go and see her, and then he'd fucking
murked.
neuralize her every time he fucking saw her. So
Honest, probably,
I mean, maybe.
but like it doesn't. Like it doesn't really matter, I guess, for the plot of the story, but like if that's what they're alluding to, none of that lines up or makes any sense. Because she would have already had been born before they like shoot the fake missile into space or whatever, which I guess they were because they left her on Earth, right? They left the light on
He
Earth
left
and
her,
she's supposed to be the light.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, she is the light, and the light had to be off Earth at midnight on this day specifically. Why? For one reason.
Yeah, they never explain that.
Yeah, like if it was on Earth, does that mean that the planet will blow up? Like, what's going on with that plot point?
What if Plant Technical Lady never showed up?
Yeah, how did she know it was still here on Earth?
Realistically, she's the hero of the story, because if she never showed up to the planet looking for the light of Zarthon, the planet would have exploded. Nobody would have known.
Yeah, Men in Black would know because they thought the light was already gone.
Right.
wow, Chuck's right.
What a MacGuffin! Just a huge MacGuffin.
Huh. That might lower my score.
It's not as good, and I hate that it's not as good because it's still hits for me. It's got all the stuff I loved in the first one, but
But see, it doesn't, because it doesn't have as many quotable lines as the first one did. It doesn't have as many memorable scenes as the first one did. A lot of the shit that
it's got more relatable. It has more memorable quotes than I remembered. There are some quotes from this movie that I have repeatedly said on a regular basis, but I thought it was from the first one, and it's not. It was from this one.
Like, does that come standard? Like, and actually came with a black dude, but kept over.
I
love that.
I laughed super hard at that one.
Okay, that's a good joke.
That was really good.
That was the only one.
There's a line that Emily loves with this movie, and it was when Kay and Laura are talking, and Kay says, "When you get sad, it rains." And she responds with, "Lots of people get sad when it rains," and he responds with, "It rains because you're sad, baby."
Sad, yeah.
Like, she loves that line.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
I mean, I still laugh at the idea of like when Will Smith says, it's like, "Oh yeah, every Saturday night you're like, Jay, flush me," and I'm like, "No, I forget." He says like, "No, I can't let you go," or something like that. Like, I just laugh every time. It's so funny. I don't know why.
Okay.
And then the third one came out, and I was like really bummed out because it's not nearly as good. I don't know. Did you guys see International?
I don't know that I've actually seen the third one.
I did.
I think I remember liking International, but at that point it just was like, eh.
Wait, is International the one with Thor and Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
I saw that one in theaters. It was okay.
I liked it better than this one.
Called the twist like midway through, but I also haven't seen it since theaters. So unlike that one, I've seen 2 multiple times, and I've enjoyed 2 over the years.
Yeah, really. I also loved the cartoon show. So like, man, Men in Black is just like has a really special, like, the franchise just has a really special place in my heart. You said so obviously it's based off a comic book?
It's based off a comic book that was originally under Malibu Comics that Marvel had bought and absorbed. So back in like the 90s is when the comic was coming out for a hot minute. I don't think there was a lot of issues that ever came out.
It does not look good.
Yeah. So obviously the first movie had a better audience. Like, the first movie was gangbusters, especially for Will Smith being fresh off of I think Independence Day came out either the year before, and then he had just left Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I thought Independence Day came out in the 90s.
Yeah,
this is like before Men in Black comic.
The first one.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking 2002 for this one. Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like the first one was great, which means, hey, let's bring the guys back for a sequel. How are we going to do that? Because Kay got neuralized. We'll figure it out with some stupid MacGuffin that doesn't make any sense. And then we'll have the same storyline allegedly from the first one, because that's what a lot of sequels did back in the early 2000s. Also, can we talk about special effects and how I know we've
garbage they were?
We've talked about special
absolute
effects in the 2000s and how
trash.
they are terrible. This one is right there with it. Like
this one was worse than normal, I think.
I was
like even one of my first notes is the landing CGI was fucking terrible. Like when she crashes on the planet right at the beginning of the movie.
Okay,
absolute fucking dog shit.
I was thinking when Jay was riding Jeff down the subway and like he's dodging the signs and everything, like that looked bad.
Yeah, also the first time he would have died, so
100%. But there are times when he is like they're outside and them against the skyline was just bad CGI, like it just looked terrible. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. These comics do look garbage.
What looks garbage? Sorry, you were breaking up there.
Oh, the comics. I was
okay.
They don't look good at all.
They don't look like they. Yeah. But anyways,
I was hoping I could find it in trade paper, but it didn't even. They didn't even release in trade paper.
Yeah, the fact that this movie came out
that there was an alien
named interesting.
Oh, maybe it did.
The fact that there was an alien called a Balchinian in this, and his balls were on his chin, like
some of the jokes don't age well. I don't disagree with you. But
also, Balchinian, is this where they got something all aliens? Like remember when Butters had the balls on his chin for that one episode of South Park? And pretty sure they called him Balchinian.
Or that one time where Wolverine has the dick growing out of his face. I can't remember what movie it is. Look it up. It's there.
You're talking about movie 43?
It might have been.
It was probably movie 43.
It was terrible. Whatever it was.
All right. I mean, like, we'll get into it in superlatives, but yeah, the special effects were not good. But this is the time where like they were trying, like there was something that happened in like 2002 where like a new like special effects like CGI engine was released or something. So anybody who had money to get a hold of it like did, but it's not good. It was in its infancy. At the time, it was all right. But like the one part where like she's like checking in or whatever, like to the like MIB like thing, and she like shoots all the tentacles out and it like wraps the dude up. I remember, I don't know if it was DVD on TV, but like that like scene where he gets like folded up or whatever into the tentacles and like pushed back was like supposed to be some type of technological feat for its time of like how crazy special effects that looked. And now it looked bad. It looked it looked bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It was literally from like 2001 till about 2006 or 7 when they were like, we've got this technology. We're going to use it on literally everything.
Yeah.
For everything.
Well, we saw it in Catwoman.
Yeah.
Well, Catwoman. They were doing it for things that didn't need to because they just had technology and they had already paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we've got more movies coming, which is crazy because then right after all that is when we're gonna 2005 we had Batman Begins, and I mean that's Christopher Nolan, and he is definitely more practical than CGI, but there was a lot of CGI in that still, and that looks great. I mean, and we'll get to it here before too long, but we're also got Constantine coming up here literally next. And I remember the CGI in that being pretty good. Now, mind you, haven't seen Constantine in 2 decades, so it could be bad. We'll find out next time.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really?
It's always on my queue when it's like available for streaming, but I've never watched it.
Well, crank that queue up because it's coming up soon. literally next movie.
I do like the character. I've watched like cartoon movies that he's in.
Those are fun.
Yeah, I do like him.
Yeah,
I do like him. He's good.
You guys have anything else you want to talk about? Because I think I am out of my notes.
No, that's pretty much like it was trying too hard. It was trying too hard to be funny. It was trying too hard to like capture the magic that the first one was. But
I agree to that.
But like it's still like nostalgically like I don't know, maybe Men in Black is my like 89 Batman. You know what I mean? Like I think I'd say that for Spider-Man. Like that like the 2001 Spider-Man was like my is like Joey's 89 Batman for me. But I'm starting to think maybe Men in Black is because I watched that movie at nauseam. I watched Men in Black and Men in Black 2 probably more than I've watched any other movie. Okay. Outside of maybe Toy Story.
There was one time when I was sick, and I don't remember what grade it was. Obviously, when the movie came out on VHS, and instead of getting up off the couch to change the movie out, I just rewound it and watched it again like 3 or 4 times in a row one day. So that was fun as a kid. But that Toy Story was a great movie though back in the day. You know,
it was. Do you know how badly I wish my toys would come to life? So I had friends. I mean, that would have been great.
I mean,
do you know what your toys have seen you do, Chuck?
Yeah, they've definitely watched me jerk off for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Ron, yep. Once in a while, we have to see if Joey's going to edit stuff out. He's not. We're going to get monetized.
He's not going to edit anything out. He doesn't give a flying fornication.
I have some time for this one before this comes out and hits streaming. So I might, or hits YouTube. So I might actually edit out some of it.
And if he did edit it out, head over to anywhere where you can find podcasts because I know he's not going to edit it out of the podcast version. Head over to Spotify, head over to Apple, download us over at Comic Book Rundown, the Rundown reviews, and find out all the saucy details that you didn't hear here on YouTube. And if you're listening on the podcast, hey, give me a review, you dork. Like, it's not that hard. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, okay? And then head over to patreon.com/professional casual. Give us $3.01. What is that? A cup of coffee for you once a month? Yeah, make your own. You
That's only half a cup of coffee.
Okay.
About it.
Yeah, exactly. You can get a smaller. Yeah, maybe you don't need all that caffeine. All right, get a small instead of a giant double gulp.
We can be your bean juice.
I don't drink coffee, so
you can get a big cup of our Joe.
Exactly. Yeah, right in your ear holes. Yeah, both ends.
Whatever.
That's where they would listen. They listen in their ear holes.
Anyway,
right in there, Joey.
Okay, so
from Joey's hole to your ear holes.
Quick question for the unalive count. Just moving on here. All the guys there that went to go get Jay, the criminals, they didn't die, right?
None of
them. They all died. Just kind of got beat up.
Yeah, they just got beat up. None of them died. I would not.
Cool.
Deaths. Wait. One of them got shot with a noisy cricket, though.
Yeah, he's dead.
Fair point. All right.
Yeah, one got shot with a noisy cricket, which they like downgraded the noisy cricket.
Yeah, because they should have blown the whole side of the building out.
Yeah,
I would say Jay just knows what he's doing. He probably okay. I'm sorry, Kay knows what he's doing. There's probably like a toggle on there that he.
Because he didn't remember anything at that point.
He didn't have his memories back before then.
No, he had his memories back. He just did. He had already erased, deneuralized the memories for the Lights of Zartan. He got his memories back when he came in and started shooting and beating everybody up.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
No, because he shoots what's his face's head, and he's like, "No, I
didn't." No. Yes, 100%. But what Jeeves, Tony Shalhoub's character, was saying, it needs to be rebooted. And when he went outside and started seeing everything, is when his brain got rebooted. And then he came back downstairs.
There is one quote from this movie that I do say quite often.
See if it gets all.
And that would be the. Huh?
Great TV.
I said, see if it gets all jumbled up because you're
You're breaking
roboting
up
there a
again,
second ago. Yeah. But go ahead. Ron, go ahead. Ron,
What a dick.
really?
Yeah, what?
Fuck off. Okay.
Is it
So
not working? Can you not hear me?
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine.
Oh, we can hear
I
you.
think.
You were just like super choppy for a minute there.
Yeah. And then you
Like
were
everything you said was just super digitized.
yeah.
Ah,
Made
Gotcha.
great YouTubing. Yeah.
maybe I'll Twitch with it too, also. But no, when he walks outside, and he's getting ready to step on.
Now we're
the tractor.
demonetized. Good job. Jeez.
What I say?
So he walks outside.
Just forget about it. I'm done. Continue.
We broke him.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough boobs in this to keep him interested. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like, yeah.
100% true. So our on the live count is a total of 8.
Wow,
not
that's
a lot.
nowhere near Batman.
No.
Wait,
And
is
actually,
that
it's
including the 5 planets?
4 planets. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
damn! Not
Yeah.
enough people died in this.
The fifth person that was unalived was that mugger who. How did you not see Serlena's head being like tentacles when you're running up to her? Because as soon as it becomes a head, he's right there, like, and grabs her and takes her around behind the bush.
Yeah, that was not needed.
No.
That I'm like, I know it's 2002, but
Also, she takes his clothes off of him, and when we see her next, she's allegedly wearing them, but they're actually more of a female fit versus the male fit. And she made her own clothes anyway, so I don't know why she had to take the clothes off of him.
I think she was like she needed it to style. It's like the T-1000 in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. He can copy the look, but he has to look at it first.
Sure, but she took it off of him. She could have copied it by just looking at him, because that's what she did with the magazine.
She has to like feel it. Feel it.
Pretty sure she felt it when she ate him. But okay.
Did she throw him back up? Is that the thing? Like she ate him and then threw him back up?
Okay.
Okay.
Either way, he's still dead. I mean, unalive. Ron, what is our bingo?
We got government interference or quasi-government interference. Fight for control of something again. We've got an origin flashback. We've got a bunch of cameos.
Mm-hmm.
Comic book logic, unexplainable science, hero kills, innuendo, and product placement.
We almost got 2 bingos. Nice. Chuck, Spawn Cape Continuum. I mean, we already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, as we all know, Spawn Cape Continuum is, does the CGI hold up? Because in Spawn, of course, that was a technological for its day, was the cape. And they always talked about how amazing and great it looked. And it was running all on these state-of-the-art engines and stuff. And when you go back and watch it, it looks terrible. It looks really, really bad.
Spawn was what, 97, 98?
95.
95? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's 95.
We're closing in on that. We're getting closer in about a year or 2. Maybe.
The CGI in this is terrible. It does not
97.
look good. Was it 97? I guess that was 95. But
Either
okay,
way.
I believe you. Regardless, looks terrible. Unregardless, as your boss would say, looks terrible. I hate it. Johnny Knoxville's second floating head looks terrible.
Yep.
The tentacles pretty much the entire time.
Because it looks like Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, but like it didn't even look good. It didn't even, like, they could have done a puppet or something. You know what I mean? Like, puppet technology in 2002 was ridiculous.
They should have done Steve-O's head.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have actually been super. Could you? But no,
that would have been like, it was so annoying, but that would have been funny.
You could not have Steve-O in 2002 in a blockbuster movie. That would have been real bad. That would have been a terrible. That would unalived it from Joe, because he would have just been awful in that. It's not good. It's not good. I'm gonna give it the tentacles. Everything also, like, in this era, all has like a weird shiny glossiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, really bad. I'm gonna give
They hadn't figured out how to. Did you just fart, Joey?
No, there was a fly.
Oh, sure. I thought I saw you cough, so I wasn't sure.
No, I'd mute it. Remember?
Yeah, no, we would know if he farted because his popcorn would pop. Because as we all know, Joey farts radiation.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's the new gimmick of the show, Joey. Sorry.
I'll take that over some of the gimmicks we had before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't want those gimmicks to come back.
No,
you don't. I'm gonna give this 47.5 spawn capes out of 1 billion. Real bad.
That's bad.
By the way, if you're new to this show, it's completely trivial and doesn't actually mean anything. I just make a bunch of numbers. Yeah,
it's fun.
That's what makes it fun. YouTube. So get in the YouTube comments, bitch about how the spawn cake continuum doesn't make any sense.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on to our ratings. Chuck, what do you give it?
Okay, look. As we all know, I have to call it down the middle, right? I have to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a Men in Black movie? It is technically a Men in Black movie.
Yes.
It's about Men in Black. I've never read the comic. And I, from the looks of it, don't want to. It looks real bad. Looks really not. It's like a quintessential shitlord 90s comic book, and I could understand if everybody got irritated because of that. So nostalgia really ranks this pretty high for me still, because it's still everything I love about Men in Black. 8.3. I'm not proud of that, but like I still enjoyed it. It was a highlight of my day watching it. Over the course of 9 hours that it took me to watch it, watching in little bits and segments.
Nice. Very nice. Ron, what you got?
So I thought it was hot garbage. The only part of it that was really worth watching was there are a couple snippets and a couple of course, you have area Dawson, which is the only reason why it's getting 2.0 instead of 3.0. So yeah, a 4. Like it.
4?
It
4.
Just,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you're roboting so hardcore. It's great. I myself, I enjoyed it. It's like I said before, it's a movie I watch not all the time, but I've seen enough. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I remember enjoying it when I was younger, and watching it now, yeah, it's not great, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. So that's a bonus. But I would watch it again. Like, so I'm giving it a 6.
Look at these round numbers. Like,
well,
what a bunch of rookie scores.
Well, I mean, at the end of it, it equals out to a 6.1 for us.
Yeah, so, I know, but like, it should, like, we have so many more stupid movies we have to watch. Like,
I know, and then from there I can start doing decimal points.
I would,
because like
I would give it more decimal points, but you guys can't hear me
to make it fair.
Heard that part.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I was talking.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, Chuck, with the 6.1, this puts it just above Batman Forever. So
that's fair. That's tough because I love both Tommy Lee Jones movies.
Both Tommy Lee Jones movies. This will drop in at number, I lost it, 26 on our list. Like I said, just above Batman Forever and just behind Street Fighter 1994, the original.
That's actually a pretty solid spot to be in. I agree, because like Street Fighter's still good. It's still enjoyable. So
and so is this. So is this. This is still enjoyable.
But I like Street Fighter better than I like this.
Action Street Fighter or Street Fighter?
Live action. So, alrighty. I think that's everything we got. So let's go ahead and do the wrap up because Robot Ron over there is just being like terrible. So, Chuck, where can I find you online?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Kicked Out of the Hood, No E and Kicked. You can follow my kitchen. I'm not doing a lot on that right now, but you can follow my kitchen TikTok over at Kicked Out of the Kitchen, No E and Kicked. You can follow the show over on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com or support the show, I should say. You can support this show over at patreon.com/professional casual. Again, as little as $1. Get access to our hot Discord where we have a bunch of really good. That Discord's actually out of control at this point. There's so many good people in it. But jump into our specific channel. You can meet new friends, find new shows. The Professional Casual Network. They have D&D live plays. If enough people bitch and moan, maybe I'll bring back Elite Eight Showdown, but I doubt it. But you could go check the archives of Elite Eight Showdown, which was my old show, which was a tournament show on anything and everything. 8-subject bracket elimination tournament. I have been getting the itch to bring it back because I came up with like 2 really good topics. So
you bring it back for 2 episodes, and then all right, we're done again.
You need to have 10.
Right there, 10. You need to have 10. You need to bring it back for at least,
10
what would that be? 5 months? If you go every other week.
Hypothetically speaking, Tim and I have had a hypothetical conversation that we would bring it back and do seasons, and then we would take time off, and then we would come back and do like another like stretch of 10 episodes, and then take time off, and then so like not just do it weekly, but do it like in a season.
Well, that's always been our looks thought. Like we're getting kicked off the network. All right.
No, because I still don't have any time. I don't know why people think I'm free and available. My life is about to turn into an absolute just hurricane of concussive force with responsibilities here soon. So it's not happening anytime soon. Maybe when I retire, if I make it that long, I mean, I eat a lot of bacon, Joey. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, like,
dude, I love bacon.
It's so good. It's so good. Actually, honestly, now working for like a vegan company, I've been changing my diet a lot, but I love eggs way too much to just go full vegan. Like they're the perfect protein food, and I just love sucking eggs, man. Just love sucking those bad boys down as hard and as fast as I can. I'd eat it right out of the chicken's butt if I could. Let me tell you. If I had a chicken, I'd name him Brock Lesnar. You don't have to edit that out. That's the name of a chicken. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Ron, where can they find you?
On TikTok and Instagram at Good at This Game. I've also got an Instagram that's my art page that's Good Art This Game. And obviously on the show.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Comic Rundown, on Instagram, Comic Book Rundown, on YouTube, obviously, Comic Book Rundown. Email us, comicbookrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. If you do, we'll talk about an upcoming episode eventually.
You won't need jabronis.
Our song was done by Cam. Yep. And we have merch over at Redbubble and TeePublic.
Wow. No longer one half of the intercourse turtles. Can we say that? Turtles?
Ooh,
can we say that?
That's a name, so I feel like we could say their name.
Yeah, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Again, whatever. We're not
fornication. The fornication.
Sex Pistols, right?
He's got a point.
Can you?
Got a point. I mean, videos.
I just did, so I assume so.
Again, we're not getting paid for this shit anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
It's the strikes you got to worry about. Just don't mark this for kids, Joey.
Oh no, I haven't marked any of them for kids.
Look, fuck that,
Joey
man.
specifically, do not mark things for kids.
Anyway, our next movie we will be covering. I said it earlier. It's going to be Constantine from 2005. Yeah. With good old Keanu Reeves. I believe it is on Max.
I remember people complaining about this movie when it first came out. And then, like, fairly recently, there's been like a lot of like, this movie's actually really good.
Yeah, because everybody's been pushing a sequel with Reeves here in the last like year. I liked it when it came out, and I watched it a few different times after it came out, but I also haven't seen it since like 2008.
What was it that people didn't? I mean, this was like, what did you just say? 2005.
2005. I don't know.
So this would have been after Catwoman.
Yep, 100%.
But before Batman.
Yes. Yep, I think Batman. This came out in like March, maybe, and Batman
but we had already gotten Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
So maybe it's just like we were just really critical of superhero movies at that point because we had two really good ones.
Maybe. You know what? We could talk about it all in the next one.
No, I want to talk about it now.
Too bad. I'm going to end the podcast. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.